Hello and hello everybody, my name is Lucy and welcome to another Books and Brushes video. So today I'm talking about the spooky books I want to read for this Halloween, and there's a lot. I did a video kind of similar like this to last year, which I will link and all that stuff. This year, all the books I'm going to mention, every single one I own. So there's a ton of spooky books I want to read that I don't yet own, and I did that last year and I didn't read most of them because I didn't own them, so that was stupid. But this year I'm going to mention a bunch of thrillers and mysteries and spooky themed books that I really want to get to. The problem is there's too many. I've got so many and there's no way I'm going to be able to read them all in a month, but if I show them all to you guys, I want you to tell me in the comments what your top 3 you think I should read, and hopefully your guys' opinions will really help me narrow down which ones I should get to. So, are you ready? Because I'm ready. Okay, so one book which I was going to add into this list, which has now been deleted from this list because I'm already currently reading it, and that is The 7 Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle by Stuart Turton. I am not far into it, I know, sprayed edges, yes, but I'm not far into it. It is a murder mystery, very Groundhog Day-esque type story, and I'm very intrigued so far. I'm liking it. It's an adult book, it's definitely a little bit slow, a little bit mysterious, slow burn, and I'm just really intrigued. I want to know what's happening. I just want to know. So, I'm going to have to keep reading. But this is now off of my list because I'm already reading it. Okay, now on to all the other books that you guys get to vote on. So this next book I'm really excited about. I think this is going to be one of the ones I pick up because. So that is Heartstream by Tom Pollock. So this is definitely a suspense thriller. Oh my god, just the description of this book sounds amazing. I've not seen this anywhere on BookTube, but the description of this, like, hold on, let me paraphrase for you. So Heartstream seems to be this app that kind of broadcasts your heart rate or something, and there's this girl who's become really famous. Her mother was ill and she's like broadcasted the whole thing, and on the day of her mother's funeral, because her mum died, she comes home and there is one of her fans in the kitchen, and she's rigged herself up to the app with explosives, and they're going to have a very intense chat about some things. And this book is about obsession, and it's about grief, and it's about tension, and oh my god, does that not sound incredible and tense and just so super Halloween-y, and just, I mean, if the synopsis of that doesn't make you want to read it, I don't know what will. But that, to me, just sounds so thrilling, so different, like about this app that like kind of gets your heart rate or something. I'm not even 100% sure, but just, it sounds incredible, and I'm really excited to read this one. So this next book is about ghosties, very Halloween, and that is Unrest by M. Harrison. So this book is about a teenager who goes through like a near-death experience in like an accident, and afterwards he's convinced that he might be haunted, but he can't sleep, and there's this shadowy figure, and he ends up getting a job at this supposedly haunted museum, and he's going to find out once and for all if there really are ghosts or if it's just all in his head. But this museum seems to be housing some terrible secrets and some hell-bent revenge ghosts, and it just sounds so spooky and so perfect. So I'm very excited to read this, and I just think, like, what better time to read it, honestly. Since we're on the topic of ghosts and accidents and all that jazz, last year I read City of Ghosts by Victoria Shaw, and the sequel, Tunnel of Bones, has just come out, so I really want to get to this. Kind of should read City of Ghosts and then Tunnel of Bones so I can refresh, but I'm not going to get time to read all these books, let alone reread the first books in the series. However, this is a middle grade about ghosts, and this one's set in Paris, I think. The last one was Edinburgh. So this could be really fun, and yeah, just something light and quick and easy and fun and spooky, and this will probably be, again, one that's kind of calling to me at the moment, just because it seems nice and simple but super Halloween-y, and that's all I want right now. That's all I need. So this next book I've had on my shelf for ages, and I love the sound of it, but I've never gotten around to reading it. It's one of those, oh, I want to read that at a great time. The right time's never come, so the right time is now. Very spooky, and the plot sounds really cool. and that is The Sacrifice Box by Martin Stewart. So this book is about 5 friends that have been thrown together, and they find this mysterious stone or box in this forest, and they all must sacrifice something very near and dear and personal to them into this box. They sacrifice something extremely important, and they have committed. They've made a pact to this box. A few years later, lots of strange and terrifying things start happening because someone has broken the rules and there is hell to pay. And the last line of the synopsis is, how much are you willing to sacrifice? So I think this could be a really interesting book. I bet the mystery of like, who did it, what did they do, like what was the pact, what was the rules, like what did they sacrifice? There's so many questions I have and I want to know all the answers. This whole idea of the sacrifice, what would you give up, what are the stakes? It just sounds tense and mysterious and so unusual. The idea of this box in this forest containing 5 people's biggest sacrifices and all these mysterious strange events, like I can't wait for this one, so I really hope I get to it. So this next book, again, we're on a similar running theme here. It's like mysterious thriller kind of book, and that is Nevermore by Marisha Pessl. I love the colours on this cover, by the way. So this book's synopsis, it's a little bit harder to paraphrase. I don't even know what's going on, so bear with me on this one. So it's about a girl, and she hasn't spoken to her friends since her boyfriend's mysterious death. And they seem to be rich and beautiful and powerful people. She hasn't spoken to them, but she kind of suspects them. Then the next bit of the synopsis gets weird. So it seems like a crazy night, a whirlwind car crash, a stranger knocking on her door, storm outside, and a world-shattering message. I don't know what that means. It says something about time backbending and the secrets unraveling, and the 5 friends having to make a shocking choice. That's pretty much what it says on the back. And it says, trust no one, fear everything, how far would you go? And it says, how would you vote? So I'm guessing these 5 friends have to make a vote on what they're going to do. I don't even know. This synopsis is so bizarre, but it sounds so interesting. Again, it's got that tense, it's got that mystery, the plot sounds really intriguing and different and thought through and unique. I have no idea what this book is going to hold, but that's kind of half the fun. Who will survive the Nevermore Wake? I've realised how many questions are on this book. So 5 friends, only one can survive. Who would you choose? So are they going to have to pick each other? Like, is one of them going to die? Even the synopsis is like a puzzle and a mystery that I'm figuring out bit by bit. Next up, we have a sequel or more of a companion to a book I read last year around about this time, and that is Two Can Keep a Secret by Karen M. McManus. Last year I read One of Us is Lying. I absolutely loved that book. It wasn't like super spooky. The mystery and like the murder was kind of a little bit toned down, but it was such a fun book. I remember reading that book really specifically. I remember getting to the end and being like, no, I don't want to finish it, I'm having too much fun. And I enjoyed it so much, like I just didn't want to finish it. Hopefully this one will give me that same kind of feeling, and hopefully I will enjoy this one just as much. It's about this town, and over the years these homecoming queens keep seeming to go missing, and it's a reoccurring thing. And there's a new girl in town who's kind of just moved into this small, really freaky, weird town with all these mysteries, and now she's at the centre of things and she's got to figure this out. I mean, I bought this book without really needing to know the synopsis, just because I loved her last book so much. I had so much faith that this one would hopefully, even if it's half as good, I'll be happy. So the next one, again, mystery thriller, who'd have thought? And that is The Burning by Laura Bates. So again, the synopsis now is, I swear, they're getting more and more vague. This one is even weirder, so I'm just going to have to read it because there's no way I can paraphrase. There's just no way. New school, tick. New town, tick. New surname, tick. Social media profiles, erased. There's nothing to trace Anna back to her old life. Nothing to link her to the incident. At least that's what she thinks. Until the whispers start up again. Your guess is as good as mine. I just kind of bought this on a whim. Waterstones was one of those. Sounds good. I don't want to know anymore. Let's just do it. So I'm hoping that this is going to be not so much of a dud buy, and hopefully it's a really good wild card. I had an instinct. I just bought it. Do you think I should give this one a go? Is it one I should prioritise? You tell me. Again, we have a murder mystery thriller kind of book. Who'd have thought? And that one next one I just did in my recent book haul. This one's a fairly recent book, and that is A Good Girl's Guide to Murder by Holly Jackson. So this one is about a girl who's like an A+ student, and a few years ago there was this murder and it's been solved. Everyone knows who done it, case closed. But she's not so sure. She has a different theory. She thinks that they got it wrong. And so for this assignment, she's going to do all her research, she's going to get an A again, and she plans on going into depth and see if she can figure out an alternative suspect. And I'm thinking she's going to get mixed up in all sorts of things that she shouldn't. And a good girl, bad situation, it's going to be fun. I'm thinking this is going to be a very One of Us is Lying, you can keep a secret type of book, like very fun, bit mysterious with that murder mystery. I'm hoping the plot twist will get me. I think this will be a good one. It's a fairly big book for a contemporary like this, but I'm not mad about it. And last but not least, another mystery thriller. Oh, you wouldn't have guessed. And that is This Lie Will Kill You by Chelsea Pitcher. And it says on the book, fans of One of Us is Lying, which is pretty much why I bought it. So again, the plot of this just got me. Like, it sounds like a really interesting idea, and I'm down for the mystery. So, it seems there was this party, and someone at the party died, but no one at the party has said anything. Everyone just refuses to talk about what happened. Then, a few years later, 5 survivors are mysteriously invited to this mansion to compete in this contest for a lot of money. No one questions it. So 5 suspects arrive at this mansion and only one can leave. So who will tell the truth and who will be set free? Or will their lies just completely destroy them all? I feel like I've said this so many times, but you read that and you think, yes, I'm down for that kind of plot, I'm down for that concept, I'm ready, bring it. So there's a lot of books there. Most of them are murder and mystery thrillers. That's kind of my preferred Halloween vibe, because, you know, when better time to read those kind of books. That was 9 books I just showed you. So which one of those do you think I should read? Give me a top 3, I'll be generous. Which 3 of those should I prioritise? And if I manage to figure it out, I'll put like a poll up in the corner. I've seen people do that, I've never done it before. If I manage to figure it out, it'll appear right about now. So please go vote, and maybe I'll read what you wanted me to read. So I think that could be really fun and interactive, and I'm looking forward to seeing what you guys think I should read. So like this video if you enjoyed this kind of poll news situation, and comment down below what you said in the poll and what you want me to read. And if you're not subscribed, I hope you will, because my family is growing and I really want you to be a part of it. So I will see you in my next video. Bye!